Hello, friends. Happy Saturday to you. It is Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. I hope that you all are having a fantastic Saturday. If you are watching this on the YouTube, it is pre-recorded from 2:15 to 3:15 on Saturday, May 23rd. And today is a very exciting day. There's something in my eye. Okay. Today is a very exciting day because today is Pam and I's 3-year floss tube anniversary. So, today is the actual anniversary. So, our first video was published on May 23rd, 2017. So, we are about to embark on our 4th year. It's fine, Liz. You're funny. So we are about to embark on our 4th year of making videos, which is very exciting. I also can't believe that. That's banana pants to me. This live video is going to be anniversary based. And then we are also going to sit down and make a commemorative happy FlossTube anniversary video with a lot of wonderful things. So that will go up later today on YouTube after this one goes up on YouTube, of course. So I hope that you'll check that out, get some good laughs in. So yeah, it's been that long. It has been that long. So time flies when you're having fun, you know what they say, you know. So I think I mentioned 2 days ago that I take quite a lot of joy from seeing the photos that you all post watching us. And I just love that. Like, I love seeing, like, what you're working on. I love seeing, like, your home set up and us on the big screen. Like, I just think it's so cool. I love that. And, like, that's why we make videos, right? Like, we can sit here and talk to each other all day long, but we don't need to record that. But to know that we're part of your lives and part of your schedule. And, I mean, after 3 years, it's just every Sunday night, Monday morning, it's like, you guys know that Pam is never going to be there for you. So, I cannot, in all honesty, imagine my life without FlossTube. I can't imagine what my world would be like without the FlossTube community. I mean, it's one thing to be a stitcher that's contributing to the community, but it's a whole other thing to have people look up to you in that way. And it's an honor and a privilege to have that position in this community, and we don't take it lightly. And so it's just great. So, anyway, so all those things, I'm going to talk about in our anniversary video, so I will not repeat myself. But, so what I decided to do is, so yesterday, I spent a good long time. Oh, thank you, Debbie Fox. She said she called and put an order in at Keepsakes for the first time this week. Thank you. Yay. So, I got my do ready. So, if you were on Instagram a couple days ago, then you saw in my Instagram story that I had asked what your favorite Just Keep Stitching moment was, or memory, or whatever. And a lot of you really, really enjoy when Pam said "we the PP," which I think is hilarious. And when I accidentally dropped the F-bomb, which is hilarious as well. And so I decided the humor and all of those things will be in our anniversary video. So I decided to do kind of a year in review, and my 10 favorite memories from this year. So just when I spent the day yesterday going back through and like going through my gallery and going through my Instagram saved posts and like all of the pictures and things that we'd been tagged in, and it was just like, I remember I came inside and I was like, because I was sitting outside doing it, and I was like, Pam, we have had one hell of a year. Like, we have had, from May to May, it's been banana pants, and in the best way. And so, just a crazy, crazy year. And I say crazy in a good way. Like, and 95% of these things, I don't think that we could have ever done them if we weren't a part of Floss Stoop. We just wouldn't have been given the opportunity to do these things if we hadn't been accepted in the community in the way that we have been. And so we don't take that lightly at all. And so we thank everyone out there in the world who gives us even 5 seconds of their watch time. And so anyway, so that's what I'm going to do for my live today. Just kind of a trip down memory road, memory lane, memory road. Who says memory road? And go chronologically, because I can't help myself but put things in order. And, just go through, some of my favorite memories from this year. So, and if you go back to, I'm not telling you to do this because, Lord, that would be a lot. But if you have not watched our 2-year FlossTube anniversary video that we put up on YouTube on this date last year, you need to watch that because it's hysterical. So, there will be a very long slideshow in today's anniversary video, full of screenshots from all of you wonderful people. And I love doing that. So anyway, so let's get started. So if I go chronologically and I don't count our FlossTube anniversary as one, first thing is June last year, StitchCon 2019, which was different from StitchCon 2018 because we had already gotten our feet wet, obviously, but 400 people was a lot of people. And because we opened it up to that many more people, it gave that many more people an opportunity to come. And and I don't want to leave anybody out, so I want to err on the side of not mentioning folks. But meeting some of these people in real life has just been amazing. And the people that you have this communication with online, and you feel like you know them, they feel like they know you, you're like friends, it's like a beautiful thing. And then to see them in real life, and you're just like, you're as wonderful as I thought you'd be. Okay, great, awesome. But, meeting Kyle and meeting, Debbie Bernheisel from Snug Harbor Crafts, and those are the two off the top of my head that I'm just like, it was just a mind-blowing experience. And it was so cool. And also, StitchCon was so pivotal in growing my friendship with Kia, and Nathan too. And if it weren't for that particular event and just the connections that I made there at that event with Kia, it really just like blew our friendship up, which was really great. And it's hard. It's really hard for myself and for Pam, and I mean, I don't want to speak for Nicole, but I can imagine that it would be hard for Nicole as well, is that we want to take the time, and we want to sit down, and we want to talk to people, and we want to like talk our ear off for a day and a half. First of all, it's 400 people. It's a lot of people. And there's only 4 days. So that's 100 people a day. Yeah, right. Okay. That's not realistic. But also we're running the thing, right? So like being able to have those late night sit down conversations with folks was just really special. So that's my number one. Debbie asked if Kyle is still doing floss tube videos. I know that he is still stitching. I know that much. And he's doing well. I can tell you that much. And he hasn't made a floss tube in a while, I know. But he is really busy with work, and so, but he is well. So I can tell you that much. Okay, so, and obviously there's a whole lot of memories from StitchCon 2019 that I could sit here for an hour and talk about, but there's a StitchCon recap video up on FlossTube for that reason. So number 2 is, in August, we went to Wisconsin, and for the World Cross Stitch Day event in Wausau, and we got to, we called that our Wisconsin wingding, and it was just like this crazy bing bang boom all around the state. We did all this really fun stuff and all this cross stitch stuff, and it was great. And we went to, so the World Cross Stitch Day thing in Wausau was just so amazing. And the turnout was so great, and it was a wonderful, wonderful day. And I got to be on the news, which was really cool. And then also, we got to go to the Jelly Belly factory with Lisa Kretzer, who's a super huge fan, and we are also we love Lisa so much. Lisa is the one who put our faces on chocolate, and for our 100th video, and she's just fantastic. And then we also got to go out to dinner with Barb and Leanne. And it was, obviously we didn't know then what it would be now. But we really cherished that time we got to spend with both of them, looking back. And then I got to cross a needle workshop off my bucket list and go to Country Sampler. So all of that we got to do in August, which was pretty amazing. So if you were in some way, shape, or form a part of our Wisconsin Wingding 2019, thank you. It was great. And then also in August, I was honored to be asked to be part of, both Pam and I were, to be part of the Common Threaded Stitcher team. And it is 1000% the brainchild of my best friend Kia, and she came to us with this idea, and we were just like, why not try? And so the first round was in August of last year, and at first I was like, oh no, I really hope I can live up to the expectations she has for us, because we're traveling everywhere, but it was perfect. And the community online on the Instagram community, I'm interrupting always. It's fine. What am I trying to say? The Instagram cross-stitch community, and if you're here on Instagram, then you know what I mean, is very special, I think. It's different than the Facebook cross-stitch community. It's different than the YouTube cross-stitch community. And they're all fantastic in their own ways. But it really helped bring the Instagram community together, and I thought that was so amazing. And it was so fun. And also I never remember the 9 of us that were on the team. So it was me and Pam and Kia and Nathan and Debbie from Snug Harbor Crafts, Kyle, Brandy, Cooter on a Log on Instagram, Jen Lee, and Rika, House of Stitch and Stash, right? Is that everybody? Okay. So 9 of us. So in that, we had a chat group on Instagram where we touch base all month, and it just brought all of us as a group, as a team together, and those friendships have blossomed, and I just think that that's really, really amazing and really cool. And again, I don't think it would be the same or would have happened at all if FlossTube was not in our lives. So I was honored to be a part of the team and to participate with all of you, and it was really, really cool. And then, of course, we did it again in March, which was also equally as fun. And so I'm honored to be a part of that team, which is really cool. So, okay, that was number 3. Number 4 is when we went to Galleria in St. Charles, Missouri in September of last year. That trip is really special to me because we go with some of our Whistle Stop crew girls, and we also get to see Marcy, our friend from Kansas, and I get to wear so many different hats that weekend that it's super fun for me. So, like, I get to wear the keepsakes hat when I, like, talk to designers, and I get to wear the Floss Tube hat when I'm meeting, like, our fans that are also going to Galleria, and I don't know, it's a really great experience, and it's just really fun to talk to everybody. And if you are ever able to go to Needlework Galleria, I highly, highly recommend it. It is so incredible. It is so fun. It's an opportunity to shop, and it's an opportunity to stitch with friends, and it's an opportunity to just meet some really amazing figureheads in the cross-stitch community. So, it's amazing. And I had some of the most wonderful late night conversations with other people in the industry, and they are just, I cherish those conversations a lot. So, and my growth just in general in the cross-stitch industry and, like, finding my groove with that, has really obviously expanded this year. So that's been really, really cool. And yes, I got to hope to stitch. It's Anne, right? It's Anne. And you got to meet me with a box full of charts. This is true. So, like, all these really cool things that you can do at Galleria. It's amazing. It's really fun. So, I highly recommend. And then in October, so Morel, yes, I got it right. I got her name right. Yes. I knew it was Anne. Yes. So Morel Tool asked, will Galleria collide with Dutch Mania? At this point, I do not know, because I do not know what the dates for Galleria 2021 are. So, I know, I mean, the dates for Dutch Mania are set in stone. So, if it's 1 week in Europe and 1 week in like back-to-back weeks, that's what the original plan was for this year, because I find Galleria to be so incredibly vital for me from a networking perspective, that I won't give it up. So I'm fairly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I would, so Pam said tell him what we would have done this year, which is, it would have been a week in Europe, and then we would have come home, and then 3 days later, we would have driven to St. Louis for Galleria. So, I know, crazy. But we don't, as soon as we know what the dates are for Galleria, at this point, we're still hoping to go to Galleria this year. We haven't heard anything otherwise, so yeah. So, I don't know, to be honest. And Roseanne, that's awesome. She said, OMG, it's been raining here all day. Now Live with Steph comes on, the sun starts shining. Tell you something. Haha, you're funny. Yeah, so, okay, so then in October, if you guys follow us, you know that October is probably our busiest month out of the year. It usually has been these last couple of years. And of course, our trip to Tennessee, which we went to, was this our second year going? Yeah, because we didn't go in 2017. So, to the Whistle Stop quote retreat. That was amazing. And I know I've said this 1,000 times on our channel, but those are the girls that are my really super, super close to, me and Pam, and they're our local city friends. And so that's always a special weekend, and yeah, it's just great. It's really great. So that was in October as well. And then, also, the Midwest Crossers Retreat was in Iowa at the end of October, and my biggest takeaway from that was the time that I got to spend with Brenda Gervais. She is icon seems dramatic, but like, you know, she's a household name, that's for sure. And to get that time to both talk cross stitch and talk shop with her, and just to get to know her a little bit more, and make that connection with her was really, really special for me. And, you know, we have no plans on returning to the Midwest Retreat, just because we've been 2 years now, and there are other retreats that we want to get to, so we can experience the wonderfulness of those. And I'm so glad that our time at the Midwest Retreat with Brenda was the last experience we got, because I will cherish that time for as long as I live. I mean, who says that they get the chance to be taught how to finish a scissor fob by Brenda Gervais? I mean, that's pretty cool. So that was really, really fun. Okay, and then I have 4 more things. I think I can do it in an hour. I'm good. Okay. And then we came home from that experience, and we had a couple weeks off. And then we got to go to Indianapolis for Thanksgiving. And we went to the Bandies, to Kia and Nathan's, for Thanksgiving this past year. And, you know, if we didn't go somewhere for Thanksgiving, it would just be my mom and I. And my brother and his wife were getting ready to, had they moved out there? I think they had just moved out to New Mexico, so, like, we weren't going to drive out to New Mexico. No. Especially after, like, them being there for only 2 weeks. And we had just been to Wisconsin in August, so, like, we really didn't know what we were going to do, and we were just kind of like, that's fine, we'll just hang out, like, by ourselves, it's cool, it's, like, no big deal. And it was, you know, right before we left for Europe, so it'll be fine. And then we got the invite from Kia and Nathan, and we were just like, absolutely yes. And it was amazing. It was so cool. They are such gracious hosts. When they say on their philosophy video that they like to host people, they're not lying. They, like, really, really like it. And we don't like it. I mean, we had people over for Crock-Pot, but other than that, though, no. But it was just great. And it was nice to obviously have time with Kia, and it was super relaxing. And just, like, chill before we left for Europe. So it was great. A lot of wonderful memories made with them. And again, I don't know if that friendship would even exist in my life if FlossTube was not a part of it. And that's crazy to say, but it's also true. So, and then, of course, we went on this little trip to Europe. I mean, I could do, like, my top 10 things we did in Europe. And, like, eating a Belgian waffle covered in Belgian milk chocolate in freaking Belgium? I mean, really, does life get much better than that? No, it doesn't. I can tell you that from experience. And of course, meeting the twins and celebrating my birthday over there, and, like, I mean, it was an early birthday celebration, but, like, I love my birthday, so. it was incredible. It was an experience of a lifetime. I cannot wait to go back. I'm super pumped for next fall. And of course, like, you know, just, like, I don't know, it was just, we knew it was going to be amazing, we knew it was going to be wonderful, we knew the people were going to be nice, but, like, we just never could have imagined how incredibly wonderful it was going to be. And I say that not like we thought it was going to be awful, but, because of course we never thought it was going to be awful, but it was just like, oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. So, just like the food and the sights, and like I saw a windmill in Amsterdam, like it was just really incredible. So if you ever get the chance to go, just go. Head.zquote, she just asked if I did a top 10 tools. No, I have not done a top 10 tools yet. It's on my list of things to do, though. I promise. And yes, we have, there's a part, I think it's a part A and B, or part 1 and part 2 of our Europe trip, and it's funny because we learned a lot of things about packing and what you need to pack and what you don't. I brought like 8 whips or something with me. Come on. So, and then another thing that we, couldn't have anticipated is the group of that, like the travel group that was with us, was just like such a great group of girls. And then of course our driver, Weeba. But anyway, like, so that kind of bond that we created, I didn't, because we really didn't know, right? We didn't know what it was going to be like. So to have it play out the way it did and to have it be so wonderful, and like, it was amazing. It was so amazing. So that's definitely on the top 10 from year 3. Yes, Jane, you are correct. She said, FlossTube has really brought the entire stitching community together. Making new friends, learning new techniques in stitching, fabrics. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Jane. And you are correct. So, someone said, I went to be your first FlossTube 1 through 3B. 3B, you guys are great. Oh my gosh, last night, just for ha-has, Pam turned on 3A. I am the most awkward turtle of all awkward turtles. It's very funny and very weird. And like, I don't really look at the camera a lot, which is weird. But yeah, I was super shy back then, which is hilarious. Because now I'm just like, but yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny to go back and watch. So, if you have never watched our very first episode, do it. It's like 12 minutes long, which is hysterical. Yes, but it's so cute. And like, I looked so young. I mean, it was only 3 years ago, but like, I looked so young. It was just funny. It's just funny. Oh, how times have changed. Okay, so my last two more things on the list. Number 9 is, Stitch Away 2020. That was the last retreat we've gone on. That was back in January of this year. And this was, my 3rd Stitch Away. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that someone just said that. She said, you guys talked so fast back then. I said that last night. I was like, Stephanie, slow it down. I was just like, what am I talking about? That is so funny that you say that. Now, Do you think that we still talk that fast and that you've just gotten used to it? Or that we genuinely talked faster back then? That's the question. I think that we just were so nervous. And that we were just like, here's my cross stitch, bye! Oh, that's funny. But yeah. Yeah, definitely nerves. And it is funny to watch our progression. So if you go and watch, like, number 1, and then 25, and then 50, like, every 25th video, I think is really funny. So, you can definitely see a progression. You could also watch my face get bigger, which is really fun, too. And also, like, let's talk about all the different hairstyles I've had in 3 years, please. Not really styles, more like colors. I'm ridiculous. I want someone to count how many different hair colors I have. Someone's gonna go do that now. Yeah, crazy. Oh, how we've grown. And someone said that, like, they were watching it, and they were like, you look so different without glasses. And I think it was, like, the first 20-something videos, I didn't wear glasses at all. And now I look super weird without them on. But yes, blonde Steph. I know. Pam said that she thinks I should go back blonde for the summer. I said I'll think about it. But I like this color. I mean, obviously I don't like this situation. I'm not really sure what's happening here. I mean, these are obviously my roots, but, it's rough. Yeah, there's a really good picture that I have of, like, post-haircut, like, right post-haircut, and it was, like, blonde and brown. And it looked really, really good. And I was like, I need to do that again. Luckily, my hairstylist has, so Andy, Katie's Andy, said she prefers lighter-haired Steph. Mm-hmm. Andy! I mean, I like this shade as opposed to this shade. Thank you, Tony. You're so sweet. She said you're lucky you can wear different colors equally well. You're so cute. Okay, well, it sounds like people like my... So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a picture of the picture I'm talking about that I found the other day of me with the blonde hair. And then I'm going to find a picture with this. And then I'm going to put it on my Instagram story and have you guys vote. Jane, I love how this now turned into a hair video. I like my hair this length. I'm probably going to keep it this length. I like it just a little bit longer. There's one video. Oh, if you watch the Dutch Mania recap videos, yeah, but whatever. My hair is super short there. And I was like, I do not like that. So I am liking this length, so I think I'm just going to get it, like, get these trimmed, because that's a situation. I mean, I did just straighten it. So, anyway, wow. Situate. That's what I was talking about before it became all about me. Situate, yeah. So it was, sorry, I was reading the comment. Yeah, I think I look weird without glasses too. So Situate was the last retreat we went on, and it's like, it's really weird because it's in January, so you think that it would be like the beginning of a retreat, but like, I look at Situate as our end cap to our retreat season. if that makes any sense. Because we typically have maybe one retreat in March. We did not have it this year, of course. And then there's market in March, of course, but like, there's nothing really between Stitch Away and StitchCon. And so I look at Stitch Away as the end cap, wrap up, last retreat of the season type thing. And so, yeah, it was a fantastic retreat this year. It was really great. I also worked the event, so there's that. But, so it was really, really great and really fun. And lots of memories made. And, I am so very much looking forward to next year. I have some insider information, but I'm just saying, if you're signed up to go, get ready. It's going to be great. If you're unfamiliar, Stitch Away is the retreat that Keepsakes puts on every January. It's like 135 people. It is also full for this year already. For next year, I should say, for 2021. And we're super pumped for it. It's going to be great. It's going to be very good. Okay. And lastly, my 10th favorite thing that has happened in the last year of making FlossTube videos and having the platform that I have and the following that I have is doing these Stay Home with Steph videos. It was just kind of like this. I have no idea where I came up with it. I was just like, this sounds like a thing that might be fun. Maybe people will watch it. I don't know. And then I did it for a week or so, and the feedback I was getting was positive, and people were really like, thank you so much for doing these, which is like, people were thanking me for talking to them for an hour. And then I realized, like, it's not just me talking at people. Like, it's this communication and the interaction, and, none of us would have predicted back in January or February or even the beginning of March what our world would look like right now. And this is me just trying to make lemonades, man. Just trying to make lemonades. Because, I've said it, I think I've said this already this hour, but I don't take my responsibility as someone on FlossTube with the following that we have lightly. I look at that as a responsibility to the community to be there for you, and I love that responsibility. It's one that I hold very near and dear to my heart, and it's why we are consistent in our video uploads, because you depend on us to have our videos up. And we want to do that for you. And so now kind of what it's turned into is, just an hour for you to escape from the news, from the real world, for just an hour. And if I can be part of that escape time, yay for that. Oh, that's sweet, Tony. Thank you. I can't read it back, I'll cry. So, if you would have, the long and short of it is that if you would have told me, or Pam, I think Pam would say the same thing. If you would have told us 3 years ago that we would have almost 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and that we would have done all the things that we've done, and given the opportunities we've been given, I would literally tell you that you were insane. So, if I could go back to that shy, quiet little Steph from episode 1, I would have been like, buckle up, girl, it's gonna be fun. And, I mean, that, we didn't know back then, obviously, what was gonna happen, and it's amazing what my life is now, and I have all of you to thank for that, so, someone asked if I used one strand of floss on 40 count, and yes, I do. Yep, I use one strand. So, those are my top 10 moments from May to May, really. So, it starts all over tomorrow. So, with episode 150, right? Is tomorrow's Floss Tube 150? So, it's crazy time. So, I was gonna write that down. Top 10 tools. I know I've saved all those. Wow, what am I trying to say? All those recommendations from things that you guys want to see, from my Stay Home with Steph videos. I have them saved in my phone, so I will review those and figure stuff out for next week too. So, also I was going to say, I don't know, let's see. So, Monday is Memorial Day, obviously, here in the States. So, I don't know if Keepsakes is open on Monday. We're usually, like, in a normal world, we are not open on Memorial Day. However, I do not know if we are open or closed. So, if we are closed on Monday, then that means that I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday. So that means no Stay Home with Steph on Wednesday. If we're open Monday, then that means I work Monday, Tuesday, and everything's the same. We'll see. I will keep you up to date on that. And stitch time, yes, I actually, the last Stay Home with Steph, which was, I think, number 36, I'm not sure, but I know that the title says we talk, like, fabric talk, or, like, let's talk fabric or something, is in the title, I think. I think I did that. And, so yeah. So yes, I did talk fabric. Kay asked, are you still going to do these when lockdown is over? I hope so. There's always something to chat about, right? Yes, there's always something to chat about. Even if I just get on here and just be like, well, this is how my day was. Tell me how your day was. Yes. So, am I still going to do these when lockdown is over? I can tell you one thing. If there are still states that are that have a stay-at-home order in place, I will continue to do these. Once all 50 states get back up and running, I don't know. I don't know. Because, truth be told, are there a lot of people that will watch this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon if everyone's world is back to normal? I don't know. So, yeah, and I have to do also, but more importantly than that, like, how many people will watch me? That's not really that important, because they'll go up on YouTube regardless, but, I also need to do what's best for my mental health, I don't want to get too exhausted or overwhelmed, and I don't want to make promises I can't keep. So, that's what I can promise you now, is that as long as there are still stay-at-home orders in place in certain states, then yes, Stay Home with Steph will still be a thing. Okay? I hope that that's okay for now. And I will let you know as the situation changes. I think you and Pam were the second floss tube I saw. The first one being a local acquaintance that came across your floss bag. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and then there will never be... Sunday is floss tube day, so there won't be one on Sundays. In a normal world, my days off are... Normal world. Will be... My days off are Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Because I look at Sunday as a work day, because it's floss tube day, so it's a work day to me. And then Monday and Tuesday at the shop, Friday at the shop, normally. But that's obviously changed, so I don't know, I'll have to review. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, if you know what I'm saying. So Pam and I are going to make our floss tube anniversary video very shortly after this one. It will probably be a while till it's uploaded because there's a lot of inserts with pictures, so there's a lot of editing that needs to go into that. So, I say that we're going to record it right after, but that doesn't mean it's going to go up immediately after this. So, alright, so I'm going to let you all go. Thank you so much for bringing me into your home every day that I'm able to. For these Stay Home with Stephs, it's wonderful. I really thoroughly, honestly, genuinely enjoy interacting with you all. And thanks for taking a trip down memory lane with me today. It's been, one heck of a year. So, it's really fun to look back on it. Morel said, can you say something about the long, narrow piece behind you? Are you referring to this one? Or this one? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the spring, or are you talking about this one? I'm happy to talk about either one. I just want to make sure that... Green frame. Green frame. I remember freeze frame. Okay. This is... Wow. So much glare. This is At Our House by Lizzie Kate. It was framed at Keepsakes, right? Yeah, okay. Oh. No, this was Reflection. Yeah, this was at Reflections, okay. So, this was framed, yeah, because there's no Keepsake sticker on it. So this was framed by Reflections. So this is At Our House by Lizzie Kate. It says, at our house, we do real, we do mistakes, we do I'm sorry, we do do-overs, we do fun, we do forgiveness, we do loud really well, we do hugs, we do patience, we do family, we do love. So I stitched this in actual record time. It probably took me like a week, I think, maybe to stitch it. I was just in love with it, and I really love stitching it. It is stitched on... Yeah, I think 32 count. 32 counts mushroom Lagana. And this I originally got as a kit. It's no longer sold as a kit, however. It is sold just as a chart from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. So, alright, you guys. All you crazy kids. Thank you all so much for being amazing. If you missed any of this, then you can catch it on the YouTube here soon. And check out our anniversary video that will be coming out later today. Alright, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your home or your craft room or wherever you are. And I will see you later. Love ya. Bye.